Over 900 prisoners who are set to walk out of jail starting from today after serving their sentences will remain in detention for the next 14 days.
We continue to feed them, we continue to look after them, not as prisoners, just as Rogers, temporarily waiting for the situation to normalize, then they would walk home.
The decision was reached by the Uganda prisons after a presidential directive restricted movement around the country in a bid to stop the spread of COVID-19.
For every day, we have an average of 65 prisoners who get released from our facilities having completed their sentences. Those are the convicts. The number goes actually to 1,500 if we are talking about including the remands.
However, Baine said there will be an exception on a few prisoners.
If you can walk to Kawempe, fine. Of course, we have the records. There are those who can walk home. That one is not a problem. It's one or two, he's going home. But we also warn the people that when this person comes, don't mix with him freely.
The decision, according to the prison's spokesperson, is in line with the presidential directive of restricting movements of people in this fight against the COVID-19 pandemic.
Even if you released them, there is no transport means to take them. So we cannot afford to risk them.
Uganda prisons will, however, remain receiving criminals, but new prisoners will have to undergo isolation to avoid causing infections in prisons.
When they are coming in, we first keep them in Chitaria until the 14 days.
Currently, all prisons are fully packed with, and the occupancy rate is above 350%. Uganda prison spends about 3,800 shillings every day to feed a prisoner.
If you look at a cost of looking after one patient and you compare it with a cost of looking after a prisoner who has finished his sentence for 14 days, what is cheap?
The lockdown announced by the president last night has also affected operations of court.
As of now, the courts are closed. We cannot go to court. The Supreme Court was set to deliver a ruling in a case of members of parliament who were ordered out of parliament by the Constitutional Court earlier. They appealed to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was supposed to deliver its ruling this morning. That too could not take place because our officers could not move.
Uganda has the second most crowded prisons in Africa. A consortium of NGOs last week wrote to the Chief Justice asking that most prisoners on light sentences and those whose sentences were due to end should be freed. Jingo Francis, NTV.